The biggest reason most people don't have success on the OMAD diet is because they either fail to get started or they fail to stick to it. In my opinion, the OMAD diet and the OMAD style of eating is a great way to lose weight and sustain weight loss. I personally been doing OMAD for about 4 months. I had some rapid weight loss in the start and now I'm at a really comfortable weight, and it's a great way to sustain the weight that I'm at. These are the 3 things that I think people struggle with to get started on the OMAD diet or to help you stick to the OMAD diet. The first reason most people can't do the OMAD diet is because they can't manage to sustain a long fasting period due to hunger or cravings. Now, my advice is probably ease into it. So a lot of people try intermittent fasting and go cold turkey on 1 meal a day and do a 23-hour fast in a 1-hour eating window. And if you haven't had experience with fasting before, that can be quite a shock to the system. So perhaps take a step back, try some different fasting windows where you might do 18 hours and 6. So 18 hours fasted, 6 hours of eating, and you might be able to fit 2 meals a day, and then progressively shorten that eating window till you get to 1 meal a day. I think if you're just starting out, try just doing the time restricted eating first. Don't worry about restricting calories, restricting the types of things you're eating, whether you're going to have low carb or keto, or whether you're going to restrict sugar. I would recommend that in your very first times that you're attempting to do OMAD, in that 1 hour eating window or in that 1 meal that you're going to have, make sure you eat something that's really going to satisfy you, but make sure you have the types of food that you're going to enjoy eating, particularly at the start. You will notice that when you go to 1 meal a day, just naturally your calories are going to restrict it, and it shouldn't matter too much what you're eating in that meal, and you should have some initial results. And then later on, as you get more experience with fasting, that's when I'd recommend taking on different types of caloric restriction, or perhaps different styles of diet like keto or low carb eating and those sorts of things. So problem number 2 is binge eating. It's related to problem number 1. Essentially, you've fasted for 23 hours and then in your 1 hour eating window, because of hunger and cravings, you're going to start binge eating, and sometimes that binge eating can go on and on and on, and you actually eat for longer than 1 hour, or you have more than one meal. This is a problem that I commonly have. I really find it easy to fast all day because I'm busy, I don't have a lot of cravings, I can keep myself satiated just with coffee and water. But I do find that after I eat, I then have a tendency to keep snacking and keep binge eating after that meal. So to overcome that, my recommendation would be plan your meal ahead of time. Make sure you're going to have something that's really going to fill you up and is going to be satisfying. The most filling foods are going to be vegetables, whole sources of food, whole sources of protein like meat and dairy. Problem number 3 is nutritional deficiencies. So some people will find that by only eating 1 meal a day, and they may be lacking certain macronutrients or micronutrients that they would have otherwise typically got from their normal diet. This can be even worse if you're going to restrict certain parts of your diet by doing a vegan diet or doing a ketogenic diet or doing a low carbohydrate diet. Those diets, I don't have a problem with them, and people have great success eating on those diets and can get a full nutritional spectrum from those diets. But I think people who are just starting out on 1 meal a day should think about the nutritional value of the food they're eating, making sure you're getting all your food from whole food sources, making sure you're getting enough vegetables for nutrients, making sure you're getting enough salt in your meals so that you can replace those salts that you're going to lose throughout the day, making sure you have the right balance of macronutrients, carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. If you need to supplement, definitely go ahead and try some supplements. Throughout the day, it's a good idea to take electrolyte replacements. I also like to take omega-3 supplements, but that's mostly for my joints. But most of your other nutrients you can get from your meal, so just plan ahead. I hope you found this advice helpful. The hardest part with any diet is just starting, and then the second hardest part is sticking to it. So hopefully these things can help you out with some of those challenges you're having.